Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, I'll talk about everything that was announced at Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri. For those of you who don't know, Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri was an event that served as the grand finale of the 40th anniversary celebrations of Dragon Ball. It was live streamed on the official Toei Animation YouTube channel, in two separate streams, one simply in Japanese, and another one with English subtitles. It featured major announcements, exhibits, merchandise, performances, and special guests, like, for example, Masako Nozawa, Goku's Japanese voice actress. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get to what actually made you click on this video in the first place. Like I said, the Genkidamatsuri event was the grand finale of Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary. As such, it obviously included a lot of big info regarding the future of the franchise. And as soon as it was announced, speculation started spreading online. Some deduced that the Dragon Ball Super manga would finally return. Others believed that Dragon Ball Super Season 2 would be announced, adapting the Moro and Granola arcs, and also, possibly, the superhero movie as well, which fans believed would happen due to the manga's version having a lot of extra content that wasn't in the original movie. However, DBS wasn't the only Dragon Ball anime rumored to have a second season announced, as other fans thought that would happen to Dragon Ball Daima instead, due to its somewhat open ending. Meanwhile, some people were convinced that the Dragon Ball Super anime would be remade, with much better animation and a story closer to the manga. But animated projects weren't the only things being discussed by fans around the world. We had confirmation that the event would reveal a new Dragon Ball game, with most believing it would be either Xenoverse 3, Dragon Ball Super Kakarot, or a completely new game we had never seen before. But, out of all these rumors, which ones were actually true? And what else was announced? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to tell you right now. Starting with Dragon Ball Super The Galactic Patrol. That's right, Dragon Ball Super is back with a brand new season. This one will adapt the, until now, manga-exclusive Moro Saga, or, as it is officially called, the Galactic Patrol Prisoner Saga. This is, for many people, myself included, the best Dragon Ball Super saga. So, if it's adapted well, we might be looking at a new Tournament of Power-like situation in the future, especially with the Vegeta vs Moro and Goku vs Moro fights, which have the potential to possibly break the internet like Goku vs Jiren did almost 8 years ago. As of right now, we still don't have a trailer or even a teaser for this season. All we have is the poster, which shows Goku and Vegeta both carrying the Galactic Patrol symbol on their chests. As you can see, it seems that the art style chosen for this project is the same one used in Dragon Ball Daima, which, at least for me, is a relief, as I heavily dislike the art style used in Dragon Ball Super, especially before the Tournament of Power. Well, sadly, this is all we have about this project for now. So, let's move on to the next topic, which is Dragon Ball Age 1000. This was the first and main game announcement. We still have very little information about this project, and all we know for now is that the main character, who seems to be a Saiyan, or most likely a hybrid Saiyan, had their design made by Akira Toriyama before his passing in 2024. We also know that the game has been in development for the last 6 or 7 years, and that it will probably take place in the far future of the Dragon Ball timeline, considering that the superhero saga happens in age 783 and the game is called Age 1000. The game's canonicity is still unknown, but it's almost guaranteed that it won't be canon to Dragon Ball Super. New Dragon Ball Sparking Zero content. Still on the subject of Dragon Ball games, there are quite a few announcements made regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. First of all, there's a new DLC coming, which will feature multiple new characters, including, but not only, Demon King Piccolo, Super Android 17, and Super Saiyan Z Bardock. There is also a new free update coming to the game, which will bring the Mission 100 game mode from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 to Sparking Zero. For those of you unaware, Mission 100 was a simple but challenging game mode in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, consisting of 100 difficult battles against preset enemies. And, to finish off the gaming theme, we have the last announcement regarding Sparking Zero, which is a smaller one but still worthy of mention, and that is the theme song for the new DLC. The song is Zero by Hironobu Kageyama, someone who worked on the opening theme of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 Super Survivor almost 20 years ago. Dragon Ball Super Beerus. Back to animated projects, the following announcement was Dragon Ball Super Beerus. This is what most people believe to be the Dragon Ball Super remake, except it will only cover its beginning, the Beerus, or Battle of Gods, saga. It will be released this fall, and the trailer was both shown at the event and released on Toei Animation's official YouTube channel. This project seems to have the same art style as the original Dragon Ball Super anime, which, at least for me, is quite a letdown. However, the overall quality in animation fluidity and lighting seems to be leagues above the original anime and even the Battle of Gods movie, so it is still something to look forward to. Well guys, that is all for today's video. I do plan on releasing another video, either at the end of this week or at the start of the next one, where I'll go deeper into these announcements and also share my opinions on them in more detail. Also, before I end this video, there is something I'd like to talk to you about. This is actually the first video here on the channel. I have a lot of plans for this project and I don't plan on making Dragon Ball only content, although Dragon Ball will be one of my main focuses. After the next video I just mentioned, I'll release another one where I'll reveal some projects for the channel and also talk more about what my goals are with those projects and the channel in general. So, if you like this video and want to see more of this and other types of content, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and maybe share it with a friend who loves Dragon Ball as much as you and me. That's all for today, and I'll see you all next time.